I think one of the things that's interesting about GTR is where the individuals come from, and because it's such a diverse audience, you get a range of views. And what makes that particularly interesting for me is if those people from that diverse audience all come together around a set of issues, that's fascinating.
So innovation is very, very widely distributed in today's economy. It used to be 20 or 30 years ago where large multinational enterprises had a virtual monopoly on innovation and research and development. Small and micro-sized businesses that now are born global and have access to very, very powerful cloud-based analytical tools, collaborative networks, the sharing economy, e-commerce platforms. All of these are combining to create a very broad, much more democratic innovation process around the world.
Increasingly structured supply chain financing solutions are replacing conventional financing structures. Banks want transparency and control over physical commodities, cash, and title over goods, while customers want to monetize their working capital assets at competitive cost of funding.
This trade war is taking place. It's not an if it will happen, it is happening. And now the issue is how do you prepare for that to take place? A lot of things will shift, not just direct impacts, the indirect impacts. Firms will be scrambling to re-sort out supply chains. And it's hard to say for sure which firms, which sectors will be the most badly affected.
The currency, it's maybe not a war, but we certainly see the lira dipping in a market like Turkey. What does it mean for emerging markets here in Asia Pacific, and what does it mean for trade?
We're going to see more and more companies localize for local markets. So they will move supply chains, they will tighten up supply chains and really fragment globalized supply chains and move them more to local and regional landscapes.
The banking market has always been competitive. Lately, the local banks like the Chinese banks and the Middle Eastern banks have entered the global market scene. They are offering solutions to customers which are specifically tailored to those geographies. They also provide market insights and credit solutions which would not otherwise be tailored for the specific requirements of the customers.
I'm probably the only last contrarian in the trade space on fintech. Everybody talks about trade and the fintech and the revolution there. But I don't think it is as simple for trade than it's potentially be for other parts of the banking universe. Where I stand, I see the complexity of supply chains. To find solution between banks is not good enough. You need the whole supply chain on a fintech platform to drive revolution and innovation within the industry, and that means that every part of a supply chain needs to be on that platform.
I think GTR really does its homework and really researches the topics beforehand. So I think there's great value to be had in the panel discussions, the people that are going to be talking, the moderators, and I think that's really going to add value to the conference.
It's the best place to gain market insight, network with industry players, and learn something new.
You need to be reaching out to folks who are in different spaces, who are in entirely different industry, different sectors, and talking to people who are not like you, because you can't prepare for a different environment if all you talk to are people who are like you. An event like GTR, which brings together large numbers of people from very different environments, really is helpful in getting you connected to people that you might not otherwise talk to at all.
It's a fantastic platform to meet your clients and to learn to what is happening in the industry in Asia, but also globally. So I can only recommend joining GTR, the largest trade conference in the world.